Live, the one and only Local 10 News starts right now.
And the family of a famous documentary filmmaker who died while diving in the Keys is now taking legal action. We'll have details of the lawsuit all new at 5:30.
The parents of a documentary filmmaker who died in the Keys, they're taking legal action.
Let's go to Victor and Janine now with a look at what's happening from the newsroom at 5:30.
Calvin, Lori, Rob Stewart was an award-winning filmmaker who was actually working on a sequel to his 2006 hit Sharkwater, but something went terribly wrong during a deep dive off Isla Mirada. Right now, we are hearing from Stewart's family about their lawsuit, all new at 5:30.
Live, the one and only Local 10 News starts right now.
Right now at 5:30, the parents of a Canadian filmmaker who died while diving in the Keys are now suing over their son's death. Rob Stewart was working on a sequel to his documentary Sharkwater at the time of his death.
His parents are blaming the dive instructor who was in the water with Stewart at the time for their son's death. Local 10 Derek Shore live now with details on this lawsuit. Derek.
Well, this is a copy of that wrongful death lawsuit. It names a number of entities in it, among them two companies, one out of the Keys and this company right here in Fort Lauderdale, Ad Helium. It's a dive company. It alleges the owner was more worried about himself, getting himself to safety, than making sure Rob Stewart didn't drown.
His friends flew in from everywhere.
Holding back tears, Brian and Sandra Stewart today talking about their son Rob Stewart, the famed documentary filmmaker who drowned during a dive off Isla Mirada nearly 2 months ago.
Preventable tragedy.
With their attorney today, the couple announcing a wrongful death lawsuit against the two companies who took Stewart on that dive to film a sequel to his acclaimed Sharkwater.
We're trying to make sure no one ever dies the way Rob died.
Well, the suit includes Horizon Dive Adventures, the boat operator, the harshest words for the owner of Fort Lauderdale's Ad Helium, Peter Sotis, Stewart's dive instructor, who they say left him in the water after a third mishandled dive. Sotis, they say, got in the boat and passed out due to lack of oxygen.
In the mass confusion of him passing out on the boat, no one from that boat, from Horizon Divers, or from Ad Helium, kept an eye on Rob Stewart.
Rob's body would be found days later. We stopped by Ad Helium today, but we're told Peter Sotis was not in. Right when we arrived, we tried to stop a man who appeared to be Sotis driving off in a Jaguar, but he kept going.
The self-interest of Peter Sotis is the reason Rob's dead right now.
And tonight we are hearing from legal counsel for Ad Helium and the Sotises. They say there are many unanswered questions involving the death of Mr. Stewart. Peter and Claudia Sotis look forward to a full airing of all the facts and a thorough investigation to determine the truth. As for Horizon Dive Adventures, we reached out to legal counsel for that company, and they responded saying at this point they're reviewing the lawsuit, so they had no further comment. We are live in Fort Lauderdale. Derek Shore, Local 10 News.
Derek, thank you.